Don't ever go with the flow. Be the flow.
Yeah.
And I don't
Hey.
need no middleman to talk to my nigga. I understand if you don't understand. That's where we differ.
Yeah. Welcome to the We Differ Podcast, episode number 31 of the We Differ Podcast. I am your host, Shell456, alongside my beautiful, lovely, and amazing co-host, E. How are you feeling on this beautiful, well, not so beautiful kind of day? You know, it was kind of like, did it rain? It didn't rain today. It's just gloomy on this gloomy day. How are you feeling?
It's gloomy to you? It's just because it's dark in here.
I felt like it was gloomy.
Oh, nah, it's cool outside. But I'm great. How are you?
I am doing amazing. Fair warning right now, if you're not into the stock market or if you're not into AMC movie theaters, this episode may not be for you. You're allowed to join the ride, but this episode is mainly about AMC stock, which is going to short squeeze very soon. So I'll just be speaking on that, speaking on how I got involved, and speaking on the potential, and speaking on fares and everything. Are you involved in AMC?
Yes.
100%. I got involved about a week ago. Where did you buy in at? What price?
Like 9
something.
Well, it was more than a couple weeks ago. I'm gonna tell you exactly when. So, where is it? Okay. Oh, they don't have the date on here. Okay. Anyway, I bought in at $9.93. So.
Okay. I got in. Well, I'll start mine. This is going to be a little long-winded, maybe.
About 3 weeks ago.
3 weeks ago.
Yeah.
All right. So yeah. I think I loaded up about 3 weeks ago. I loaded up 3 weeks ago, and then I loaded up again, and I'm gonna buy some more tomorrow. But okay, this is my AMC story. I was in the stock market, right? So I got a lot of different stocks, a lot of different things that I was betting on, and I just decided to just go through and look at companies that might not be doing so good during the pandemic. You know what I'm saying? So I happened to stumble across AMC theaters, and at the time they had to be at like $2.56.
And when was this?
This was on January 28th. I had no idea about Wall Street bets and the GameStop
right.
squeeze. I had no idea about any of that stuff. I think that happened. No. Wrong. Let me reverse that. I found out about AMC January. I seen that AMC was cheap at January 19th. And I wanted to put a put on it. A put is you betting that the price falls. So I was going to buy 400 shares. I text B like, bro, AMC, man. And because in my heart, I just felt like we wasn't going to let AMC go away. Without this community, without anything, I felt like AMC was going to get bailed out. It's like a traditional thing in American culture, you know what I'm saying? So I put in an order that it would hit $2. It didn't hit. I ended up losing my money. So after that, a week later, I didn't buy any shares. So that's where I made my biggest mistake. But on the 28th, the shit hit. It went from $2 to fucking I think $15 or some shit, and I would kick myself in the head. Like, I just didn't have no idea. So I'm like, how did this happen? So that's when I found about Wall Street bets and all that, and I started buying at AMC then. Okay. So, and that, all right, we can kind of fast forward to right now. What's happening? I feel like this week AMC could go crazy because of the short squeeze. I'm not going to go into that. Like, if you want to know about AMC short squeeze, there's a million videos on YouTube. You can look and see. I just want to be completely transparent in this video. I have about...
why? Why do you got to tell people how much?
How many shares?
Yes.
You don't think I should?
No, I don't think that's...
I have a nice amount of shares.
There you go.
I want to be transparent to people.
That's not
no.
what?
You know why? You know why I want to be transparent to people? Because a lot of the YouTubers that I see, they're not really super transparent about it. And this is not something that I do. I don't plan on talking about AMC again after this.
Yeah, you don't got. I don't think you should. You don't got to tell people how many shares you got.
I have. All right, I have a nice amount of shares. If this thing hit a certain number, then you know,
we out of here.
Things would look pretty crazy for me.
Yeah.
Okay.
You want to tell them how many shares you got?
I wanted to tell them. I wanted to be transparent. I really because.
I think that's beyond being transparent. That's like me telling you how much money I have in my bank account.
Not really, because
They
they don't know what I bought it at. I could have bought it at $20.
Yeah, but you just said you just gave a date.
All right. So anyway, it was just it was going crazy. So I'm like I said, it got to the point where this thing was getting real, and Robinhood is a bullshit like brokerage. They like when they'll shut you down, they won't allow you to sell, they won't allow you to do anything. So I was switching from Robinhood and I was going over to Fidelity, right? So I quit my job 3 years ago. A year and a half ago, yeah. Right? So my job was kind of like, I was there for 5 years. I was never like into the job thing. So I the technical stuff, it was a means to an end. You know what I'm saying? So I'm just going to work, showing up, paycheck. Okay, so in my switching from Robinhood to Fidelity, I stumbled, and this is when I had a nice position in AMC already. I stumbled. I was, and a lot of people might think I'm an asshole for not even knowing this, but I log on. I try to open my Fidelity account. I try to start a Fidelity account. They tell me that I already have a Fidelity account. So I'm like, okay, what the fuck is this? So they say, what's your email? So I put my email and they send me, the password. So I open the shit. Lo and behold, I had a 401k that I had no idea I had through my job. I thought it's something that I had to personally set up. Mm-hmm. It was set up for me.
Right.
Had I not transferred brokerage, I probably would have never knew about this fucking money.
Right.
It was a nice little chunk. Do you know what I did with the money?
Yes.
You goddamn right. I put the money into AMC because I'm a fucking gorilla. All of it. Yeah, basically I put all of it because I'm an ape. I'm an ape. I'm a AMC ape, and we just YOLO shit. So yeah. So right now I'm sitting pretty in AMC. How much more transparent can I be? I want to thank a few people. I got a list of people that really like spearhead this shit. We got Trades. I want to separate Trades from everybody else because he's like the one. He's like the.
These are YouTubers, guys.
YouTubers
that day in day out they like on the stock market showing you the charts and play by play and giving advice, letting you know they're not financial advisors.
Yes.
But yes. So
Trades is like, he's the GOAT of this shit. We got Matt Kors, we got the Mask Investor, we got Review Dork. That's my numbers guy. I love him. Lou versus Wall Street. All right, now this guy, have you ever seen Lou versus Wall Street? That's the guy that cursed, like the New York guy. I fucking love Lou. You know why I love Lou? I love Lou because Lou reminds me of everybody that I grew up with. You know what I'm saying? Just being from the hood, and he talks the way I talk. He's cursing. He don't give a fuck about too many things. You know what I'm saying? So I love.
Was he the one where
Lou versus Wall Street?
You had one in the room, and I was like, who the hell is cursing like that?
Yeah.
He was like, fuck shit, bitch, ass. I'm like, what the fuck?
Yeah, Lou Wild. All right, Lou versus Wall Street, and we got the last three are people that I watched since I got in the stock market before AMC, and they're kind of late to AMC. These guys
not late to AMC. They just haven't been speaking about it.
They haven't been speaking about it. And I think because AMC is a risky play and these guys have pretty big audiences, and I don't think they wanted to jump in it and shit go wrong and then have a whole bunch of people, you know.
I think they're kind of like holders, the 3 you're about to mention.
Mm-hmm. So, Keenan Grace, like, that's my young boy. I love him.
I love y'all.
Love y'all. Yeah. Chris Singh, that's my guy. And last but not least, Meet Kevin. Meet Kevin is like, that's like my go-to when it comes to stocks and just like, cause he's really knowledgeable in a lot of things, and he just got a shitload of money. He pretty much knows what he's doing. Okay, so who do I have anybody else to mention? Adam Aarons, the actual owner of AMC, he's also a fellow ape. He's down with the movement.
Of course.
I don't know. This is just a once in a lifetime type thing, and to have a CEO of a company ride so hard with retail investors and really back us and fight for us, and this thing is this special. And he's also from Philadelphia.
Oh.
And he was the owner of the Sixers, part owner of the Sixers.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. During the era, I ever tell you the story about Stevie Wonder?
Mm-mm.
All right. So me, my dad, and my brother went to a Sixers game, right? So the game is over. So I see a crowd of people, right? It's just a big crowd of people surrounding somebody. So I'm like, what's happening over here? So I'm looking over the crowd. So I see fucking guy, glasses, locks. And I see him not signing autograph, but just talking to the people. I'm like, oh my fucking God. Like, I fan out over Stevie. Stevie Wonder is like my number one artist all time, all that. So I see this and I fans the fuck out. Like, I literally start parting people, like not caring how hard I push them. Like, you can ask my brother and my pop, going through the people. I get up to Stevie and I grab him. And I'm like, this is not fucking Stevie. It was like an impersonator. I'm like, what the fuck, bro? I'm just standing there like, yo. I was so, like, my heart dropped so, because as I got closer, I just realized, like, yo, this is not Stevie. And his bodyguards would have been tackled me. You know what I'm saying? Like, that was one of the craziest moments, because I really thought, like, I caught lightning in a bottle. Like, this is my shot. This is my chance. Stevie Wonder is right here. I'm going to get my pick with Stevie Wonder.
I'm sitting here thinking, like, wait, how you ain't never tell me this fucking story? Like, what? Because Shell's over here, he boasts about everything. Like, oh, I met this person. Oh, I did that.
Yeah,
I'm like,
yeah.
Well, I would have heard about that. That's funny.
Yeah. And
what was your point of saying that?
Oh, that was just to go to the point that Adam Aarons was the owner, part owner. I don't know what his stake was in the Sixers, but in that era when I ran up on fake Stevie Wonder.
Impersonator.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Did you? This is Memorial Day weekend. Did you tell anybody about AMC, or you just kind of like?
No, I didn't tell anyone. All right, so first you've been talking for 13 minutes. Damn.
I know. I don't want to be so long-winded. Like, this thing got me really excited.
It's okay. So what I was gonna say is, so I missed out on Mad Please before not listening to shows, and I trust you, but some of my family, they'll ask me like, "Yo,
what's happening?"
Like, put me on, and I'm like, "Listen, my brother's like." I trust you, but my brothers to trust you because, like, you know what I mean. I don't put them on, and they'll be calling me like, "Yo, E, you got to do it," and I'm like, Even my mom, like, I set her up a Robinhood account, but I'm like, I don't want to be responsible for anyone else's money. My money, like, I'm responsible for it, but I don't want anybody else to be like, he told me this shit.
Yeah.
And Shells don't know what the fuck he talking about or whatever, right?
Yeah.
So, I am actually gonna put my mom on tomorrow. I'm just gonna put the money in the account for her. But 3 weeks ago, you know, being as though I missed out on so many plays, I'm like, I'm not gonna miss this shit again. Yeah. So, and then like it's been so many instances, I'm just fed up with this shit. So, and I'm a shopper. So when you told me like, yo, just put $100 on it, I'm like, whatever. I literally will go to the store and spend that like without thinking.
Yeah. Facts.
So I'm like,
big facts.
Shut up. So I'm like, all right, cool. Yeah. So then I'm like, that was on Robinhood. So then you started watching videos about Robinhood fucking us over. So I'm like, all right, they're not gonna catch me on that shit. Yeah. So I started a Webull account.
Webull, shout out to Webull.
Yes. So then, you know, I got some in Webull, and I'm gonna get some more tomorrow. And then like, I don't know, like I'm just following Shell's lead on this 100%. You know. That's my nigga, so I'm gonna whatever he say, I'm gonna do. Yeah. But everybody else, except for my mama, like my brother came here this a few days ago.
I thought he was gonna pull out his phone like, look, I need to get in this now.
But the thing is, he's like he like me. He's like a skeptic. You gotta show him shit. So well, actually, when you like said the number, I seen him. His eyes lit up. Yeah. So he probably just forgot on some shit. But my younger brother, he reached out to me like mad times, like, yo, tell Shells to put me on something. Like he's actively like reaching, trying to go through me to reach out to you or whatever. Yeah. So those will be the three or whatever.
Yeah. I think I found like I put maybe. I told a lot of people. I think maybe 4 actually moved on it. And I realized that like the stock market is not everybody's thing. You know what I'm saying? It's not like.
Wait, I want to say one more thing. Sorry. The last play, Doge, right? So I got in Doge really low for like the last run it just took. I got in it low, right? Yeah. So I told somebody else, but by that time it already was up 50 cents. So I told them, I'm like, yo, just do it. Shells is out, like, I'm whatever advice. I'm calling them like, listen, should she do this? He like, what'd you say? I think you said yeah. Yeah,
I might have said in the long run, because I do believe those will hit $1.
Right, and eventually will. That's why I didn't pull the money out. But when I tell you the shit, as soon as she
started tanking,
that shit went down. And I felt so fucking bad that I'm like I won't even bring it up in casual conversation no more. Like I just like, I hope she don't bring it. I hope she don't check that shit. Yeah. So I'm not telling her, and like I think that she like once, because I am really close with her, but once it do pop, I'm gonna feel bad as shit. So it's like a lose-lose.
Yeah, it's my Doge situation was like, I stopped at my man crib. It was a fight the same night, so we switched between Saturday Night Live and a fight. And after Elon came out about 3 times, and I just read the room, I'm like, oh, this shit is about to stop, and I just sold instantly, like, you know, so like. I wasn't caught holding the bag on that one. So I got to walk away with all my profits, and that's something that I am going to buy back into. But yeah, like I was saying, the stock market is not everybody's thing. You know what I'm saying? I mentioned the stock market to my dad. He like 2008. You know what I'm saying? Like the crash. It's just not everybody's thing. So, you know, that's just how shit works. You can't get offended if nobody jump on the opportunity. And I'm not the person that's going to sit down and teach people, you know, what exactly is happening. If I say, yo, buy AMC, just buy AMC. You know what I'm saying? It's $9. Everybody I talk to got money. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, but I don't fault anybody for not hopping in and play it. Everything's risky, you know what I'm saying? But my biggest thing is when I told people it was at $9. So if you would have got in when I told you to get in, you'll be up a nice
And
chunk
at the end of the day, like stocks, you're still gambling. People still people don't like Ponzi schemes. People don't like pyramid schemes, all of that shit. So people are skeptical. People are risk adverse like me. And people don't like to gamble. Even the people who do gamble. No. My brothers, they some gambling ass niggas.
Yeah.
And they will put money in the stock market or whatever, but they want that quick fast shit.
Quick results.
So you know, like other people, like they may not have money to just be like, oh, I can just lose this or whatever. So you know, people who are fortunate enough, even the people who are fortunate, they want to hold on to that. So like I understand it.
For sure.
I don't think I will like be one of those people who like actively telling people about it. Because when I first signed up last year, like I was super excited. I was telling people, and people was looking at me like I had 8 heads, my nigga. So no, I'm not like I'm not.
And I was there before. You know what I'm saying? B been telling me about the stock market since I was in high school. You know what I'm saying? So it's like but it was a different game then. I used to be afraid of the stock market because electronic trading wasn't as advanced as it is now. You can go on a fucking phone and download the app and do it, right? You know, it just wasn't as. I think it was still a thing when you had to call back then. And
I get it. I'm just not, unless somebody is like looking at me like, oh, like, yo, I respect what you say. I wouldn't tell them, or like, you know, my significant other. Like, I'm like, I would shit. Other than that, nah, I'm not.
I think people gotta see you hit, but by the time people see you hit,
and it's a dub, and then I'm not giving you nothing.
And that's the biggest thing. I think that's the biggest thing is like, shit, if this shit do hit, what do I do? You know what I'm saying? Like, am I still obligated to you know? And
there's so many scenarios to play out. And one thing I will say, Shells, he sits in here 24/7. Like, we gotta rush home. We gotta rush home from the gym. Sometimes when we leaving the gym a little bit late, market opens at 9:30, and
you gotta drive,
and I gotta drive. Like, sometimes he'll have to pull over from driving. We gotta switch seats, and I'm like, you want me? Like, so he can make sure he's like in the news on the apps or whatever. And one thing, he watches this shit all day long. Like, sometimes, like, I won't even talk to him all day because, like, I know, like, honestly, that's like his job or whatever. And I was like talking to somebody this I had a meeting, and you came up, and they were like, well, I was kind of boasting about you, I'm not even gonna lie. But you know, but so, well, what does he want to do? I said, well, he's gonna be a day trader. Right? So like, but that's the job, and it comes with the research. And I honestly don't know anybody who would do what the fuck you do. Day in and day out. I don't.
I'm pretty obsessive about it. I love the stock market. It's like, you know, I'm a creative, so, and I never like put like stock market and creativity in the same thing, but if you got a brain at work like mine and you see how this shit work in the numbers, and like, it's like a game for me, you know what I'm saying? And to see them numbers run, and then to be able to jump out of that and make numbers run over here, like, I love that shit. It's like, it really is something. All right. One more thing I wanted to say, and that's just everybody just do your due diligence about this. This week is gonna be crazy. A lot of people gonna be FOMOing into this, and FOMO is fear of missing out. So they just gonna be like, you know, over Memorial Day weekend, you got barbecues with your family, so uncle's gonna be coming, throwing a paycheck into this thing. We got to be really cautious, and you got to know your number. I know everybody say diamond handed to 100K. Me personally, I don't think it's going to get that high. I don't think they would allow it to get that high. So y'all just be careful with that. I think, me personally, I think you should take your profits. And this is not financial advice. I think you should sell off on the way up once it start reaching higher numbers. So it hit 500. Sell a certain amount of shares. If it hit 1,000, sell a certain amount of shares. You know, average your way up. Buying down is scary because selling down is scary because you never know what these apps going to do. They can shut the whole fucking thing down. You know what I'm saying? And like I said, man, understand your financial position and understand what you want to do. And is always a chance that this thing could not happen. Still, no matter as good as this thing looks, there's a chance that it could not happen. I would be fine if it don't happen because I made a nice profit so far, and I think a lot of people that got in early made nice profits. But I believe 100% is going to happen. I believe it's going to be crazy. I don't think it's going to hit 100K because I just don't think they will allow us to walk away with
so many people.
Fuck the system. I mean, it will basically fuck over the stock market. It will fuck over the whole fucking economy. You know what I'm saying?
There's so many people. The amount of videos that's being created and like the frequency and over the course of at this point like 4 weeks, like going on 4 weeks. I mean, that's proof right there enough. Like it's too many people. It's too many hands in on this shit.
You see them numbers jumping. I mean, you see. I was looking at Meet Kevin, and Meet Kevin got a 1.5 million subscribers on YouTube, and I was watching Trey Trades. They both had live streams same day. Meet Kevin had like 15,000 people on his live stream. Trey Trades had like 40,000 people, and don't even got half of the amount of subscribers Trey Trades got. So that just kind of shows you like where this thing is at.
Well, you did miss one thing. You said you came on here wanting to talk about two things. What would you do if you were an instant millionaire? Boom.
All right. Instant millionaire. All right, hold on. Wait. One more thing. Instant millionaire. All right. We did that.
So you missed a few things.
Yeah. No. All right. Yeah. All right. We can take it there. All right. So
go ahead. What was you gonna say?
No, I think I covered pretty much everything I needed to cover.
Okay.
So becoming an instant millionaire, $1 million. With $1 million, what would you do? Did you just ask me that?
Yes, go ahead.
All right. First things first. I think, shit, that's a good. I didn't even think about that shit.
Yes, you have. That's
really
all
didn't.
we talk about. Yeah, we talk about AMC from the morning time we wake up, even on weekends. we'll get up. So because we like so used to getting up at the time that we go to the gym, so get up at that time, talk about AMC, go back to sleep.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's all we talk about now.
All right, here we go. The first thing I would do is I will buy a truck. It's a truck.
Go ahead, tell the people what.
It's a truck I've been looking at for a minute. It's called a Ram TRX. It's the baddest motherfucking truck on the street. I mean, 701 horsepower. This thing flies,
manifest
bro.
it.
It flies. I would do that. With $1 million, I would get a Rolex. I would probably get a used Rolex. The Rolex I want is $30,000. I priced it the other day. I can find one for $15,000 used. So I would do that. I would remodel my mom's house, remodel my dad's house, and I will buy the two houses next to my mom. Because I don't want nobody living next to my mom. You know what I'm saying? I would buy those two homes, and so I can pick who lives next to my mom, because she grew up on that block. I grew up on that block. She lived on that block for the last 40 years. You know what I'm saying? So, and it's just, new neighbors, and it's changing. So I will buy those two homes, and that will begin my real estate investments. You know what I'm saying? So I would have that home, my mom and my dad home, and I would pay off your car. I would pay off your student loans. I would get you that with the Benz.
I want a Benz GLC 300 coupe.
But you got to get the AMG. You got to have the AMG. You got to have the big engine. It got to roar. And I would invest heavily in the stock market. Like I would go fucking bonkers on the stock market.
Right. You missed two things that we've been talking about constantly.
What? I'm not finished.
Oh, okay.
I will probably buy a Delaware home. I will buy a Delaware home, a nice $250,000-$300,000 Delaware home with maybe 2-car garage. I would do that. What else did I say?
Well, today we just talked about family vacation.
Oh yeah, family vacation.
And Shell said we all gonna me, him and his daughter gonna throw out our clothes. We get a new wardrobe.
Yeah.
I said my clothes can go, my shoes and my bags they stay.
That's easy. Yeah. The whole new wardrobe.
But he gave us a cap, like it's low as hell, like.
Because I don't want us to go crazy. Like I never wear Louis, I never wear Gucci. I don't like that stuff, so I would never buy it because I have money. You know what I'm saying?
I understand, but your number for the three of us was low.
What was it?
You said 20,000 for the three of us.
That's a good number for the buy clothes. $20,000
for the three of us.
$20,000.
All right, whatever.
That's a shitload of money.
Anything else?
What else would I do? Oh yes. What else would I do? I don't know. I think this random acts of kindness. Mm-hmm. So I go to a restaurant, just tipping like heavy tips and gas station, homeless people, shit like that. The lady at the Y.
Shout out Miss Denise.
Miss Denise at the Y. She love us. I would give her like $5,000. I would give her like $5,000. Just because I feel like we probably won't be going there anymore.
She lights up when she sees us.
Yeah, she do. I love
Miss
Denise. That's my baby. But yeah. What would you do? I would buy my dad a convertible.
Yes, that's
a Mustang.
Yes.
A convertible Mustang.
Yes.
Cause my dad, you know, he got paper, but I think he feel guilty like buying new things. He never had a brand new car, so yeah, I would do that for him.
All right.
What would you do?
I haven't. If you notice, you've talked about what you would do, and I've asked you, but we never said what I would do. Mm-hmm. And the answer to that is I don't know.
You have no idea what you would do with $1 million?
Know. But I tell you this.
You don't think you'll go crazy?
No, because I don't. You know how I am. I'm like frugal. Like I don't think about spending the money. I think about where our lives would go if we got that type of money. Like I think about, people with money got a podcast. Great. Podcast out of here. Now got an audience to sell this book to. Book out of here. Like so I think about like the elevation more than like spending the money. Yeah. So one thing that I do want, like I'm getting that fucking car whether you get it for me or not. Like I just want, now I want a new car. And like I got a new car right now, but now I want that car. You think with $1 million you'll be that modest to buy the Benz GLC? Oh yeah, that's what, because I'm not a car person like that. I don't give a damn about a car like that. I really, really don't. As long as it's new, because I don't like no old car.
Yeah, and I think I will buy a Bentley GT Continental.
I used to want a Bentley. I used to want that.
Yeah, I would definitely buy Bentley GT Continental. But with the thing that you did say, my biggest fear of making that type of money, and the bummer to me about making that type of money, is my fear of like losing my drive. Like losing my drive. I would never lose if you give me $250,000. I'm gonna be rich. I've studied too much and know too much to do with money, unless some bullshit happen, like a market crash or like economy, or somebody wipe my account out, some wild shit. But just losing my drive for things that I'm passionate about. So like, or just being too out there. Like that's why I would create a distance. Like you can't have that type of money in Philly. They will kill you. You know what I'm saying? They'll kill you out there. But this, I'm not sure. This a fear of like not wanting to do a podcast no more. Not wanting to shoot videos. Not wanting to videos, podcasts, even make music. You know what I'm saying? The loss of that stuff just die. And I think the biggest love I do have is you know, my voice and the ability to be able to talk to people and reach people. So I really do think music and this podcast would level up. Mm-hmm. I don't think I'll shoot videos anymore. Like I think I'll be done with that. I will only do it for myself.
Oh, I agree. You remember what you said last time?
What?
The other day?
I ready to send niggas their money back.
No, not even that. I won't say it. But one thing you mentioned, you said you would get a home. Mm-hmm. Like, I don't want to have like a home. Oh, I would do real estate. Like I have so many ideas that I would do. But I don't want to have a house. Like a house is cool, but I don't want to own a home. Like like I want a condo. Even if I do own a home, like cool little condo, whatever. But like being able to call maintenance and tell them to come fix some shit. Oh my God, I love it. The convenience of it all. Yeah. But like owning something. No, I've never owned anything besides a car. Like that. Yeah. But I wouldn't want to deal with it. That's why I would want to flip homes versus like being a landlord. Yeah. Like, nah, I'm cool.
And that's my initial thing. Like, my initial thing is like, I'm really, really against purchasing homes. Yeah. I am, because homes don't pay you. They don't pay you. They're anchors. They keep you stagnant and they don't pay you. So in a lot of ways, I am against that. And I doubt I probably would buy a home. You're right. I don't think I would buy a home. The idea of a home is fun, but the actual
I think if you had like a baby.
Yeah.
All right. Maybe.
Yeah. So maybe I'll X out the home, because that's a whole $250-300 grand that I can keep in my pocket, and it's buy buildings and buy other things with. Yeah, that's what I would do if I made $1 million.
Yes.
When I make $1 million, I'm not saying I'm gonna make $1 million off this, but I'm gonna make $1 million for sure. It's gonna happen. That's just on the schedule. You heard me?
Yes. But those are things I would do. I would probably like go shopping like a little something, but like honestly, the things that my family, they are shopaholics as well, and everybody, if they want something, they got it, and it wouldn't be just call on errand. No, the fuck it wouldn't. The most money I would probably spend on somebody would be my mother. I don't think she's ever even been on a shopping spree, so I would really want to do that for her. Yeah. But one thing I think I would really do well at is like maintaining that money. Like, I think a lot of times when people become millionaires, they aren't prepped for it. I think that people, whenever they anything happens, you need to be prepped for it. Like people getting a gun license, like they just give this shit to you. You don't even have to take a class. You don't have to take like anything. You got to be prepped for it. Yeah, facts. Same thing with people with money in the industry or whatever, and then 10 years, 20 years later, like no money. Shit like that. So I think I'm probably prepared, and even if I'm not, I will make sure that I am. So I would probably seek advice. I would
financial advisor.
Yes, 100%. I would put a lot of things in place for myself, and like, because if I had money like that, I would like want to. I would start talking about like having a family. So like I will put those things in place, like for sure.
Yeah. You made a good point in there. Yeah, the financial advisor point is an amazing point. I think anything over $100,000 that you just get, it just comes to you, I think you should reach out to a financial advisor. You know, this on ways to make that money make money. That's the game. The game is making money make money. You know what I'm saying? I don't think there's nothing else outside of that. The toys is cool. But I mean, the toys is cool, but you got to do research on the toys. And that Ram truck that I did research on, like, if I buy one today, drive it for 10,000 miles, and sell it back, it's a good chance that I can sell it back for $1,000, $2,000 more than what I paid for it. You know what I'm saying?
Really?
Yeah.
Why?
Because they are like first of all, it's the best truck in the world. It really is the best truck in the world. So they hold their value real strong. You know, it's damn near $100,000 depending on the package. And I just think that it's going to be like one of those things. When I was younger, they had a car called a Marauder. and they just hold their value. The same thing like a 96 Caprice. I think the Ram TRX, the 2001 version, is going to hold a lot of its value. So it's almost like an investment. Same thing with a Rolex. You know what I'm saying? Rolexes, they hold their value. So anything that I buy, I'm self-conscious and I did the work on it. You know what I'm saying?
I know. But by the way, I do think if you got a shit ton of money, I got another point too, another question. I do think if you got a shit ton of money, you would still want to podcast because podcast. No, I mean, but you question that.
Yeah.
I think so because it's just like the chemistry. It's just not work. Like we come in like even, and I'm a woman who will be like, yo, we gotta do this, and like you be having to remind me, and like I even like be my mind elsewhere. So like I know it's not even work. It's just like you know what I mean. Like we sit here and we kick it. Like we kick it all day, but like on here it's like of course like more professional or whatever. But and making music, I don't think that you would. I think you'll make it just as much as you make it now.
So. For sure. All right, one question. Do you think you can wrap your head about around how much $1 million actually is?
Yeah. I do.
Okay.
I do. I'm really.
You know, the average person.
Yes.
In a lifetime, only make 1.5 million. I think that's nuts, and that's at like a $40,000 salary.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's crazy.
So my last question was, who do you feel if you make $1 million? You know how people say, "My money is your money. What's mine is yours." Like not like exactly like. This money is yours, but like, who do you feel you would have that mindset with? If anybody,
my mom and my dad. I think those are the only two people that I would have that mindset with. I think because I just grew up. You know what I'm saying? When I was 21, I'm like, oh, I'm taking a whole block with me. It's lit. You know what I'm saying? Like everybody's coming with me. There's people I would do things for, but it's not like I would dig people out their financial troubles and I might purchase something that they can make money off of. So dig them out of their financial troubles and purchase a building. And we can probably bust it down. You know what I'm saying? Helping people with their ideas, their businesses. But yeah, I'm coming for 40%. I'm coming for 60%. You know what I'm saying? So if you got a good idea, cool. 60-40, let's do it. You know what I'm saying? So yeah, that type of thing. If it makes money, if it can help people. But as far as just like, okay, I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna do this for you. I'm gonna buy this for you. I'm gonna buy this for you. My mom and my dad. Of course, like people like you, and Nah, and immediate family will have it, but people that I just wouldn't say no to, or people that can put their feet up basically and never have to do anything ever again in their life. Yeah, I think those two would be the two. Everybody else would be set for life though.
I think for me, just because of like it would only be one person, like whether whoever I'm in a relationship with, on there's stipulations though. They gotta be like out here, like grinding with me. They gotta be out here.
So if it got stipulations, that don't count.
All right. So it's not a like, oh, I'm a millionaire and you're a bum and I'm gonna just give and you're not doing anything.
See, but that's what I'm talking. That's kind of like what we talking about though. Like,
nah, I didn't say. I just said what's mine is yours. You put the stipulation. Oh, they can put their feet up. I mean, and then besides, like they're older. Like they're older, of course. Yeah. What would you want them to do? Not saying I'm not putting any limitations on them, but I'm saying like, why would their son be like, oh, now you gotta go and start this business? Like what the fuck?
I thought you were just saying, but yeah.
And so what I was saying was like, as a partner, that's the type of time I am as a partner. That's the type of time I usually am on as a partner. Like, yo, I'm not ever gonna see you fucked up. If you need something, I'ma come through. you know, I find myself in like situations and I had to show up or whatever. So it will be like that, you know, because, you know, we gonna rock out together.
Facts. Yeah, that's big facts. All right, we got that one in the bag. We got anything else to speak on about this?
My student loans getting paid off.
AMC Gorilla Gang, 8 Gang, we out here diamond handed. You know, just be cautious. But yeah, we out here, man. I love you all, man. What we doing is something really special, something really amazing. Once in a lifetime thing. They're gonna make fucking movies about us. Yeah, it's crazy, and I really do believe this. I really do. I just do.
They're gonna be showing the AMC movie in the AMC theaters,
and hopefully we get a piece. They're gonna take clips off YouTube, so hopefully we different podcasts will be a part of the fucking movie. Let's get it. All right, we are the We Different Podcast. This was episode number 31. Thanks for tapping in.
Oh, episode 31. Oh, never mind. I can't say the date.
Oh yeah, episode number 31. I think, and this is my last thing because I think AMC would hit $100 this week.
All right.
AMC hits $100.
We manifest things over here. Let's do it.
This week. All right, yeah, let's get it. We are the We Different Podcast, episode number 31. Thanks for tapping in. We are out.
Peace. I was trying.